Jason Lee from Hollywood Unlocked just exposed Kris Kardashian Kris Jenner trying to get something over on all of us? Y'all, I think he provided the proof we needed because I had a gossip theory and it looks like it's panned out. What am I talking about? Let's get into it because y'all, this is a long one, but it's juicy. And it makes a lot of sense. All right, let's get into it. And baby, we got audio receipts from Jason Lee's mouth himself. But before we do that, let me give you the backstory because it's long and it's messy, but baby, it's juicy. Let's get into it. So remember a couple of weeks back, I believe Kanye was on doing an interview with Jason Lee on Hollywood Unlocked, right? Now, so here's the thing. Kanye went into this big story about how in an act of love for Kim, she had been so worried and so stressed out because there was a second sex tape that existed, right? This is all alleged. Wack 100, who was Ray J's manager, literally was saying, yo, Kris Jenner, Kim Kardashian, y'all need to holler at your boy because I got the second sex tape, right? Now, Kanye was saying this was worrying Kim a lot. I understand why. Kim has been trying to make this jump into being, like, in my opinion, a politician. She's done messing with rappers and this and that. She actually, to me, seems to be flirting with being like a Caitlyn Jenner Republican, but that's something for another story, right? Let's get into it. Kanye said, out of love, he contacted Wack, right? Who then contacted Ray J. Kanye and Ray J, wait a minute. You know that Ray J, right? Literally decided to meet up and he somehow got paid for it. It's unclear on whether he paid for it or not, but he got that second tape. Now, here's the thing. How did Kanye get it? He got in an airplane, took a red eye to California, met Ray J at the airport. Ray J gave him the laptop. That's where this alleged tape was supposed to reside, on a laptop. Gave him a laptop. Took the laptop. He didn't even leave the airport. Took the laptop, flew back, and gave it to Kim. Kanye said when Kim saw it, Kim broke down in tears. She was so relieved. Her reputation was saved. She thought it was going to take her back. All right, now here's where things get interesting, devious, and of course, Kris Jenner comes into play. Hold on. As an aside, Kanye actually said, and I quote, why did Kim cry so much? Because she cried when she's seen it on the laptop because it represents how much she's been used. It represents how much people didn't love her and just saw her as a commodity. Okay, Kanye, I know you love Kim, but she recognized how much it was going to push her back on her quest to be taken seriously. All right, now let's get into where the devil, Kris Jenner, comes in. 6 actually reported on this too and said an insider, we see you, Kanye, right, was truly grateful to Kanye for retrieving the footage and was incredibly emotional when he returned the video. Now, they go on to say, Kim was and still is truly grateful for Kanye for getting it back. The tape caused her a lot of pain and continues to haunt her to this day. Even though they're no longer together as a couple, they remain aligned with the same concerns about how this content that continues to be used against her will affect their 4 kids in the future. All right, sounds good, right? Sounds like Kanye was being a good husband. Sounds like he was trying to get back on Kim's good side, and it sounds like Kim was grateful. But no, that's not it. Kim then went on record. She didn't use the Kardashian sources, which you know is the Kardashian. Listen to this Jason Lee footage after this, and they'll let you know all our conspiracy theories may have been true, right? Kim went on record and literally dismissed the notion that there was ever any sexually explicit content that even existed in a statement she made to Page 6. Now, here's the thing that my little, I smell a scam, my little spidey sense went off, because she said they quoted any further sexually explicit content, which doesn't mean that tape didn't exist. It just means that the tape don't exist anymore. That's what I heard, right? But a million people were like, no, there was never a tape. This is the other part of the record that I was like, yeah, I smell a scam going, right? It said the computer and hard drive collected were supposed to contain the original video. This is literally Kim's statement. And any unseen footage. After review, there was nothing sexual unseen. Only footage on the plane on the way to Mexico and footage at a club and restaurant on the same trip. Kim remains firm in her belief that there is no new second tape that exists. After 20 years, she truly wishes to move on from this chapter and focus instead on the positive things she continues to do as a mother, entrepreneur, and advocate for social justice reform, right? Ray J even jumped in and said, y'all, leave me out of this, all right? Like, I got kids too, just let it go. before we hear Jason Lee, he's coming right now. Couple things you need to keep in mind. One, this actual statement that Kim put out, she said, and these are the things, that there's no further, right? Which isn't, for something to be further, it could imply it was just that one, or it could imply it was two. They were very careful not to get caught in a lie. They then said, after review, there was nothing sexual unseen. So after review, there was nothing sexual unseen. That means that it could mean they were only referring to the Ray J first tape, or it could mean they saw the second sex tape, and now that they've seen it, it's not unseen. So technically that's a very legal jargon, but it could mean that you're also saying that, yeah, we're not even talking about the second tape anymore. The thing also that I was just like, ooh, it is her firm belief that there is no new second tape that exists. No second tape, but there's no new sexual tape that exists? Okay, my spidey senses were tingling, and I said, I smell a scam brewing on, and I was waiting for the other shoe to drop. Well, guess what? Jason Lee, Mr. Hollywood Locked, Jason Lee, has just come on to make statements completely, right? To make statements completely debunking what Kris Jenner and Kim were saying. He also threw shots at Kris Jenner about her being like, one day you gonna meet somebody that don't give a F, and guess what? I don't give a F. Y'all, listen to Mr. I don't give a F, and then meet me after the job because we gotta discuss. Y'all, this is juicy.
It was really interesting that he talked about, there was this whole thing, and I'm going to tell you something that I have not told anybody publicly, okay? There was this whole dispute online with Whack 100 and the family attorney from the Kardashian camp, who basically said that Whack 100 was lying about having additional sex tapes and additional footage and stuff that Kim and the family didn't want out. And when he challenged to put it out, I had found out about the tapes, okay? The alleged tapes. Let me say the alleged tapes. I found out about the alleged tapes and the alleged contract and some other stuff. And I was able to get my eyes on a video that I know for a fact that the Kardashians did not want out. And I told one person about it, and it got back to Kris Jenner, and she found out, and I was in New York at the Savage Fenty party with Rihanna, and Kris she called me and wanted to talk to my attorney. And she explained to me that she had heard that I had some information and that she was protecting her family, and she wasn't the bubbly Kris that I usually talk to. This was very much like, she was very serious. And I said to her I was at a party that she could talk to my attorneys, and I connected them, and then she started texting me back and forth, and I had to tell Kris very clearly, one day you're going to meet somebody that don't give a fuck, and my name is I don't give a fuck. Do not text me that you want to have this relationship with me when you have me speaking to your social media basset hound. This is a person who has gaslit me and used me and done things to me and to our people that I think are disgusting. And she said I could come to her. Now I will tell you, I knew about all that then. And for Whack, who manages Ray J, because it's the connection everybody don't get, I'm gonna pull it full circle. For Whack, who manages Ray J, to then give it to Ray J, to then give to Kanye. Then for Kanye to get on a plane at Red Eyes, he said, I'm just telling you what these people told me, and deliver it to Kim, and for her to cry was very interesting. Now today there's reports coming out from a source. This is how the Kardashians work. A source is saying that there was no sex tape, on this laptop. And so we don't know who the source is because they never put a fingerprint on it. I have an idea, but whatever. And now they're trying to take that power away from three black men that came together to make sure that Kanye was protecting his wife by giving her what was bothering her the most. And I don't believe that. And I don't believe that she didn't cry. I believe what Kanye said. There's no reason for him to lie. It's almost apparent that she's totally disregarding his feelings, flaunting this guy in front of him, and now he's flaunting Julie in front of her. It's almost like, what's happening? But yeah, I don't know. I was surprised that everybody missed that.